Yeah.
We say it's back. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the stream. We had to delete the old one because someone doxed our previous co-writer on the.
I do apologize, Knight. I do apologize.
Luckily, the footage should be deleted. I'm sorry, I just got a text from Knight, and that was so. We also have our music lead on here. Did he leave?
Yes, he left. We're going to go ahead and once again spam invite him.
Okay. I'll just tell him that.
Send him the link.
Please shall kill me if you don't join back.
I like looking at a group chat. It's so much fun. Like we're not. Oh yeah, right. So Sophia will be joining back.
Yep, I'm going to call them Knight because Knight or Sophia, one of the two. I don't know. Oh, welcome! Welcome, Sophia, our old head script writer.
Yeah, I wrote the pilot for episode 1.
Yes.
Well, technically speaking, it's like episode 0.
Yes, you did. You wrote the most entertaining parts of the pilot.
Thank you.
No offense to our other script writer, me and Crystal.
Well, you didn't actually write any of the script acts, so I really
actually very much offense to me. Actually, I suck at this crap. I suck at everything I do. I mean, sure, I can write a good story. I just also can't. I don't deserve.
I have that problem.
I don't deserve validation. Get the heck out of here. Anyways, back to our old head scriptwriter, Sophia.
Hello.
How are you doing?
I've never done this before. Am I supposed to, like, I don't know, give my whole little life story?
I don't know. I just yell slurs while Crystal tries to say important things.
He had actually yelled bagel multiple times on slur as a slur before, so just to let you know. Yes,
crud. Heck. Crud. Crud. Heck. Frick. Crud.
What have I done?
Why?
You probably made the right decision to leave. Yep. So, in your opinion, what do you think the show is about?
The show is about a seaside town where there's a bunch of, like, mysteries involving different folklores and legends, and it kind of just all comes to bite them in the butt at one point. But
yeah, that's pretty accurate. That is pretty accurate. That's probably the best description we've gotten of the show so far from either, and which is good and kind of weird considering you're giving a much better description than either me or Crystal, the co-director.
Well, I've had a lot of time to think about it, stress-free, I guess.
Yeah. Also, the main reason you left is because we were all questioning what the actual show is about.
Yes. Yes, Axe is right.
Yeah. So who wants to talk about what we should do for? So, if anyone wants to ask any good any questions about I just want him to say some good voice lines about the hunter. You can.
I can answer. I can answer questions. I can tell you answers of the universe. I can also tell you that that's disclosed information for when we start the freaking show. I can say basically anything as one of our characters, the hunter, who is actually that's kind of a spoiler.
Uh,
No, I haven't actually gotten a chance to write about the hunter. Can you give us a little voice demo, Axe?
Usually I have to deprive myself of water for a week straight, then drink a whole gallon of milk. But if you give me about 5 minutes, I'll try to get ready for it.
I've always wondered if I should try voice acting.
I have a recording of
I don't have a bad
actually
voice.
giving a line of the hunter. I'm just gonna go find it now, because while
Yes,
you guys were
it's on the MP3, and it's
Yeah.
one of his main lines. Hopefully you don't play one of the ones of me just saying something really creepy, though. Because I also made a lot of those for some reason. Summarizing what most of the lines were
Can you guys hear
on
this?
that MP3.
Can you guys hear this? Can you guys hear this?
Okay, everyone. Okay, play it one more time in 3, 2, 7.
Did you guys hear it?
No, I didn't hear that.
I
You
hear
guys
that.
are both cutting out.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh.
it's
I'm
short.
not sure where my mic's even coming from, so I don't have like a place where I can just put it up to a mic and just start playing it at like full volume. So
I think this is where my mic on my iPad is.
Axe, you.
Yeah, I cut myself off because I heard the recording start playing.
Oh.
But where is the mic? Wait, where is the mic on my iPad? Where does sound come through this thing? Where the heck does sound come into this thing?
Alright, well, I'm not gonna get off just yet, but if there's any questions I can answer either from directors and writers or from the chat, I will.
There would probably be less questions in the chat if we had viewers.
Yes, we have 3. I'm pretty sure the 3 viewers we have are ourselves.
I mean, I'm not watching, so that's one of them that's not us.
I'm not watching.
That's true.
Probably Ethan.
I had to log off because
maybe Diamond.
Diamond said Emmy said she's gonna be here soon, so I'm gonna just go ahead and just briefly go over to the spamming channel. Yes, we do in fact have a spamming channel.
Yes, we have a spamming channel, so that way we can spam each other to get on. I think I am the most frequently spammed on that channel.
Alright, but before I get off, is there anything I can answer or say about the show? Like,
okay, weren't you one of the? Yeah, you wrote the song "Shoreless," right?
I did. I think I wrote first verse, the chorus, second verse maybe, and I think I throw in shit.
It's fine. I've already been. Did you dox me?
We've all doxed each other at least once here, so don't worry about it. I've been doxed at least like 5 or 6 times.
I mean, on her channel, she has her real name, and I'm pretty much fine with it circulating out there.
Okay, I think you wrote the third verse of that song.
Yeah, I wrote a little bit of it, and I'm working on the music. I was working on the music for it, but then I forgot about it for about 2 years.
Now you need to go back to working on it because I sent you an email saying that you have to go back to working on that. You have to go get flip a clip. You have to get all this stuff. Now, yeah.
Yes, you're right. I do.
You know, I was just writing the lyrics, so when I wrote that, I was thinking it was going to be like a dark and broody kind of song, but since I didn't put any notes to it. I just had to let that go over to the music department, and it was out of my hands.
Fair enough. Fair enough. So dark and broody. I can see that as the tone for the song. I was going to try to incorporate that, and then, like I said, I forgot about making the song completely. So now that as I pick it up again, I can start incorporating that. I would like to know a little bit about how you started it, so I can know how to continue it.
I don't know if I have access to that file anymore, but
You
I think
do?
I was just thinking about like the feeling of being like trapped.
Trapped, maybe segregated a little too, because I think that was part of the themes of the song to some degree.
Please, okay.
I mean, like segregated from humans specifically, like what a monster is.
Okay,
I don't know.
you were talking. You're talking to a black person, so maybe poor word choice.
I just look. Okay, segregation is the separation of two people based on something racial or something like that.
I'm just messing with you. I'm just messing with you.
I'm sorry, I'm just having a meltdown over this because one of all my friends frequently call me racist.
You're not. Don't worry. I was thinking more about being trapped and feeling like isolated. I was thinking that
I'm just going off of like the few lines I remember seeing.
I remember thinking that the singer might sing it in a kind of bored voice, like Stromae's "Too Slim," and when he goes on the.
No idea what you're referencing because
it's a part of the song that he sings it really bored kind of sounding. I was thinking that the singer would do something similar in Shoreless.
Okay, that's a good idea. I believe the voice for no, it's not Iris. Is it Lotus will be singing, or Iris, or Nessie?
It's Nessie. We need
Nessie?
a voice for Nessie, people. So if you guys will please go ahead and
I thought we agree. Okay, the funniest thing is though, I always planned for Nessie to have like all incomprehensible voice lines, and I casted my dog as Nessie, and now we need someone else to play Nessie because Crystal wants them to sing the song. So sadly, my dog doesn't have a role as the Loch Ness monster.
What did you think would happen?
It's the Loch Ness monster. Okay. They weren't always. I was told they were planning to sing about like 20 minutes after I cast my dog as the role, and at that time I just didn't give a frick. My dog needs his career.
Well, I think that's all I have for you guys.
Character. We do have a dog character. His name is Doug.
Ethan will voice that.
All right, well, if that's all you guys have for me, I think I can get going.
Okay. Right. Thank you for giving actual information about the series. Something that often does not happen when I am on the stream.
I wonder what these streams are like. You guys might see me again. I might do something else. I'll talk to Crystal about it.
Okay.
But, yeah, that's it.
Right,
can I leave?
See ya, Sophia.
Yeah.
See ya, Sophia.
Sophia.
Yes.
Sophia. I'm so good. I need to stop talking.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Alright, so we're gonna go back to designing the island.
Oh, God.
And so, I just realized we never actually talked about the island of her.
With which one?
Nightline.
Sophia.
Night. Yeah, Sophia.
Yes. I was so scared you were about to dox them for the second time.
No, I've learned my lesson.
Also, I believe you said their alias was Emmy. They will be on the stream today.
Yeah. She should be on here in a bit. Alright, so spam texting.
They should be on here a bit.
Minutes.
When do it? Is it? When does the stream end, ma'am?
After she joins.
Okay.
So, in case anyone's wondering, we have about like 2,000 recurring characters, or at least 200.
Do you have an estimate for when the stream will end? Also,
No.
One of our. Oh dang. You know when it? What's the maximum amount of time this can go on for?
3 hours. No, 2 hours. Sorry, 2 hours.
2 hours. Okay. Okay.
So let's talk about the name of the island. I need some suggestions for the name of the island. I just posted the link for the stream.
Put them in the comments below.
Yes, please.
I'm sorry, I just had to do that, but I do actually think that could be a nice idea. If you guys commented some names, we might choose one. We also might get our music lead in here sometime. I know because I've been texting with them.
I need you to get the music lead back on here right now because I need them.
They were here just before the stream started in the previous stream where where someone doxed one of our employees or employee members, crew member. I don't know what the term is. All I know is that they got doxed. You would know that too, right, Crystal?
Yes, I know.
Okay.
So, one thing I actually do want to do during the stream is, talk about, like, who the characters are.
That's a great idea.
Let's just start off with, like,
for example, how jazz has no meaning in the show and
Jazz has a meaning.
Is not important.
Jazz has a meaning.
Jazz is extremely not important because she is just Spider-Man.
Are you just hating on her right now?
I'm sorry, I'll stop calling them Spider-Man.
It's fine. It's just stop hating on her
I'm
for
sorry.
being a semi-fangirl of Spider-Man.
She looks like a Spider-Man fangirl. You have to accept that. Look, I saw it once and I can never unsee it. Also, something else I can't stop seeing?
What?
Something I can see that goes on for miles and miles.
Rose.
Her freaking forehead.
Will you stop it?
Crystal, are you there?
Yeah. Like, her forehead is not that big.
What? Am I glitching out or are you glitching out?
You're glitching out, but her forehead isn't that big.
Yes it is. Okay, I'm going to check the comments to see if there are any questions about the show.
Okay, so one of our viewers right now.
I'm gonna check the comments to see if there are any chest questions. If I can actually open the show.
What plans do we have? We plan to have a total of 31 episodes, pilot included, and 12 shorts.
Okay, now I'm watching the stream and I can't mute the volume on it. So that's great. So I'm gonna get a ton of feedback from this.
I can watch the live. I can watch the live chat.
Okay. Diamond is in the comments, so they're watching the stream, despite the whole time that we've been telling them to get on the stream.
But so let's just talk about
So, from an anonymous viewer, what plans do you have for the show? Okay, I believe our main director. Okay, our main director is very ambitious. She too freaking ambitious, in my opinion. But ambition is a good thing. They want multiple seasons, 3 seasons apparently. We have season 3 and season 2's finale planned out. Yet we still don't have the pilot out.
You've been lazy, so you can't really be talking.
I can't hear you. You keep getting cut out. Crystal, speak. You're eating. I'm eating. Good to know. This is a public stream. You know what? I'm getting a bag of chips. I'll be back.
Well, no, I just went to go grab a granola bar. Don't worry. But so we plan to have 30 episodes. Yeah, 30 episodes. With exactly 3 seasons. Every season will be split up equally by each by the amount of episodes. But we do plan to have 3 seasons with 30 episodes and 12 shorts. Our first short is actually meant to come out soon after the pilot, so we also need to get started on that as well. And yes, we have chips.
I don't have chips. I wasn't smart enough to open the cupboard and grab chips. I got an ice cream bar instead. And I can't open it. I hate everything.
Good for you. Well, anyways.
What is the meaning of life? I can't open this freaking... Oh, I opened it. The ice cream is cold.
I wish I could go ahead and grab some ice cream, but anyways.
You're gonna grab some ice cream? You just texted me that you didn't eat breakfast. What?
And so we are going to go ahead and go back to the main purpose of our stream to promote our Kickstarter.
Oh, that's the purpose of the stream.
Not really. Let's just also just talk about, like each character a little bit as well. So let's just go ahead and talk about our favorite character of all time, Iris. Not you. Iris.
Okay, Rodeo Diamond is currently dying of pain. We do not care. Join the stream. Yes, thank you, anonymous viewer. We are funny. I love abusing my employees.
Yeah. But anyways, let's just go talk about Iris for a bit. Iris is the main character.
Okay, talk about Irish done.
Well, no. We really need to talk about how her family is and how she has exactly
Oh, right, and how when you... Okay, I need to tell you guys the funniest story about this character, okay? Okay. Crystal got a book to learn more about Rusalkas, which is what Iris is planned to be. And she can get more lore on them. And she made her character half human, half Rusalka, okay?
Well,
And she was so excited.
one source. That is one source because another source I read
Josh,
also had a Rusalka who could be
Josh,
seen.
I'm telling a story. Shut the heck up. I'm telling a story. You don't interrupt me. You know that's my biggest pet peeve, and that I will destroy everyone. Anyways. So. Okay. She got the book on them because she was so excited to learn more about Rusalkas. And then in the book, she read in the lore, the folklore, a half human, half Rusalka can only be seen by one person at a time. Which means that if we do not change the type of being our main character is, or we don't either that, or we just ignore the character's designated lore in the original source, our character will only be able to be seen by one person at a time for the entire show.
Yeah, well, I read a source before that as well. It was the book known as The Door by the Staircase. It had a Rusalka that could be seen by multiple people.
Yes, but it says that half Rusalkas cannot.
Still,
Only half Rusalkas cannot be seen by
are we really
multiple people.
At this point in time?
We could tweak the myth to our liking,
Yes, please.
but also that's a bit of a dog crap move when you're going. It's kind of a dog crap move to choose a very obscure creature and then tweak the lore to your liking instead of just making your own creature and that's based on that creature. But then again, I don't really care. I'm eating an ice cream sandwich. So,
Exactly.
yeah.
So, Iris is actually so we have three main characters who skipped one grade. Well, skipped a grade. So Iris is actually 13 by the time she gets into ninth grade. All of these characters in the show, by the way, are in ninth grade. And when I say all of them, I mean just the entirety of the main cast. Not like everybody, but like the majority of the main cast has been is in fact.
Everyone's having a great time. I have returned.
What the heck am I hearing?
Oh, my good friend, Ethan Gamer. How you doing, buddy?
No. Oh my
No.
god, Ethan is here.
Wait, can I dox myself?
Yes, you can.
My name is Austin Waif. I'm going to 7th grade. I go to the Globe Academy, and you can steal me if you want. Go, like, kidnap me.
Why
Yeah.
dox it? And why would you dox that definitely random person?
Just why? Just why?
Why do I look like a dinosaur?
That is someone. That is a real person.
Why am I
you
a
just said the
dinosaur?
name of.
Why am I a dinosaur?
I don't know. I don't know.
You know that's like illegal, right?
But we can't even like.
I mean, if it's my brother, is it illegal?
You just told them it was your brother.
You just doxed yourself as well.
Why would you tell them it's your brother? What?
I'm joking. It's not my brother.
Why?
It's some random guy I met on the street.
So they can trace that
It's
you
some
and your
random
little
guy I met on
brother
the street.
likely have the same last name.
I mean, it's not right. You should not be doxing people that you don't, that you
Some random
suspiciously don't know in
guy
real
I
life.
met on the street.
We're on the stream right now.
You just doxed your little brother live on stream. What the
You
heck?
just did that as well. I need you to stop. Am I the only sane person here who has not doxed
So far, I'm
someone
the
yet?
only one who
Yes, you are.
So far, I'm the only one who hasn't doxed someone today.
Well, I mean, you just doxed.
I haven't. Everything I say has already been said. Oh wait, no, I definitely doxed Ethan telling everyone his name was John. Because it's
Yeah,
definitely
my name is
John.
Anyways, who wants?
Yeah.
What are
Alright,
we
so
doing on the stream, anyways? Like, I
we're
can't even
just
I'm
chatting.
gonna
We're
go.
just
you can like
chatting
screen share on
about
the.
the character lore.
Can you screen? Like, are you like
And
screen
since you're a
sharing?
music lead, we can talk to you about music.
Can you do it on the Google Meet also?
Do any 1
He
second, let me get up.
can't use the Google Meet. He can't use Google Meet. He's tried multiple times. He cannot use Google
Who?
Meet. X.
Yeah, maybe you can screen share on Google Meet as well, so I can see what you're doing.
Oh yeah. You know what? That's a great idea. Why did I think of that before?
Yeah, I've been having great ideas recently.
So I wonder
Like,
if any
telling Rowan to
anonymous
download
viewers
Fortnite
have
on
any
his
questions about the anonymous or non-anonymous or an anon. Anyone has any questions about about the music, because we have the music lead.
Our musically has arrived.
Oh yeah, I am music.
You are
The
the
music
music
is
lead,
low.
and you're also the lead for animation.
Oh
He
yeah,
still
I was
doesn't know how to
gonna ask
animate.
you about that. I don't know how to animate.
I don't either. But the thing is, I'm trying. And
Okay.
I'm making progress.
Can I like just be the music lead? Because I know how to make music. I'm good at making music.
Sure.
I am music.
Do I have to be the animation lead as well?
Yay.
Because my two people I will clearly hired for animation.
I'm sure we can all just animate in harmony. I'm sure we're not talking about this right now. We're live on stream.
I'm talking about it right now.
I finished my ice cream bar.
I need my
I'm gonna stream if. We're gonna stream Fortnite now.
You're not
I'm joking. That's a joke.
Oh yay!
We're streaming questions about the characters, okay? We need questions. Alright, so let's just talk about Iris for a bit, okay?
Let's ask the
Okay.
viewers what level they are in Fortnite.
Okay, Irish does not own Fortnite because they are dumb. Who joined? Who is it? Who is it? Who is it? Who do we?
Emmy,
Finally!
shut up. Emmy,
Finally! Now we probably have no real viewers, do we?
no.
Wait, let me
I'm
check.
currently in pain.
I'm so sorry for you.
Yeah.
I'm sorry now that you're in the call. Before you were in the call, I couldn't, but now that you're in the call, I'm so sorry for you.
I watched the beginning of the stream and you said slur.
I did say the word slur.
Nuh-uh, you said hex. That's a bad one.
Yes, I am the evil.
Alright, so let's get these introductions over with. Ethan Gamier, Emmy, Ethan Gamier.
Ethan gave me your
rodeo. What? I'm
I
an
just prefer
idiot
Ethan.
on the show.
Why are you using my gamer tag?
Huh?
Because I'm lazy.
Abby, what is your role on the show? Please introduce your role on the show.
Oh, Bazinga.
I thought, are you an animator? You can't. Don't do this to me. I definitely remember. Definitely trying to put you in
No.
Why is everything glitching out? I'm gonna.
Okay, who is that talking in the background? Is someone watching the stream in the background?
Nispad Media.
Okay, can you
That might be.
You don't need to watch the stream anymore. You are part of the stream.
I am not watching the stream.
Who is that? I can hear my own voice.
You talked out loud then.
I
It is
hate you.
Ethan, is that you? Ethan, is that you?
Maybe.
Oh my gosh. Help. I'm using my phone internet right now, so I am using my phone internet.
I don't think you're using. I don't think you're
That's why
using
you
your
said
phone.
shop?
Yeah. I don't think you're using your phone or an internet crystals. I think you just don't have internet.
Guys, I'm sorry.
Guys,
It's just like
I'm
if
using my
everyone's
phone.
on the
open. I
stream,
have
what's the
Google Meet
point of
open. I have
watching?
my YouTube open. It's like a lot of.
If everyone's
Okay,
on
close.
the
Oh wait, you can't. You have
if everyone's
all
on the
of those
stream,
open.
what's the point of having the YouTube stream alive right now? Like, if you know what I mean, like.
Yeah, no, that's true. There isn't much point, but the thing is, content. Audio. Well, you see,
Again, I am dying.
Ethan, my wonderful little bastard. The reason we have you here is for content, money.
What's the thing on Apple that you can make calls now without? Oh, okay.
Okay, like,
Rowan.
does someone have someone else in the room?
Yes, my family.
Oh, that makes so much sense. That makes so much sense why I'm hearing voices.
No, I think
They
you're
only
just
know
going
Spanish,
crazy.
bro.
What?
They only know Spanish, so we're good.
Is that true?
Yeah.
How do you are you the only one who knows English?
Me and my siblings.
Is it your parents who don't know English?
My mom knows English. She just doesn't want me to.
What
Am
about
I
your
the
dad?
only one wondering why Discord is having a special event?
Does your
where you
dad just
skip the
not know
toilet?
English?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Is English your first or
Did you
second
know that
language?
Discord is
I
having
see.
a skip the toilet event?
What, Ethan? What?
Discord is having a skibidi toilet event. It's so dumb.
What the heck did you just say, Ethan? Did you just? I'm going to throw you.
Please do. Please throw him.
Stop talking about skibbity toilet. Stop talking
Wait,
about
look
skibbity
at the
toilet, or
Google
else.
Meet and rate my viewing face.
Ew.
I hate you. Just stop. Ethan, stop
When
talking.
I'm looking at that, I'm the only one who can look at that. I am happy because I looked over for half a second and I disgusted myself. I am so disgusted of myself.
It's just a
It's me.
dog.
I don't care. A viewing thing is a viewing thing.
Everybody in the show that I was watching is so dumb.
Like you?
I'm hearing voices.
They're not even
Demons.
smart. They're going
So, Heather, is it possible for you to leave the room with your family?
I cannot.
You what?
I cannot.
You legally cannot.
I legally cannot.
Uh,
Can you legally not leave the room?
Because if I don't, I have a screaming child.
boogity boogity boo boo.
I would
If
try
you
to get
don't-
away.
if you don't, you have a screaming child.
Yeah. I have a 3-year-old next to me that is way too clingy.
That is what?
That is way too clingy. And he goes by actually stupid.
I'm not a. Did you just call me a 3-year-old?
Yes.
Best thing ever.
I hate you people.
My bee's right back.
I wonder how many times I broke your eardrums back in school.
Multiple times. Okay, now let's get back to doing whatever we're supposed to be doing in the stream. Oh, yeah, right. Talking about the characters.
Okay, Iris is named after a flower.
Like most of her siblings. So a lot of her siblings from Lotus's life,
Are dead.
they're dead, but they're also all named after flowers. I'm gonna try to.
Okay, if I'm right, Lotus just got with about every single. She was like so touch starved that she just got with every single man, thinking that they were her true love, and then they left her with a child.
Yeah, and then the child, and then like some and then yeah, that's what happened.
And then she didn't know how to raise most of those children, so they died.
Yeah.
But eventually, after having to fail at raising so many children, she succeeded with,
Huh?
and that's why Iris is alive.
Yeah. Because she actually found the right man, although the
Is
man
that-
dumped her, but the man kept the child.
Not all the men keep the child, I think. I think she just. The only reason she successfully raised Iris is because she had so much experience failing.
Well, no. Well, yeah, it's sort of like she lives with both of her parents, like you do. She lives with her dad most of the time, but sometimes she lives with her mom.
Why do you have to say like I do? Don't you also leave both? Oh, wait, you mean because my parents are divorced.
Yes. Yes.
Somehow that didn't kick in for me for like a whole 10 seconds.
Yeah.
I was like, wait, we both live with our parents. Oh, mine live in different houses.
Yeah. So she lives with her dad most of the time, and then sometimes lives with her mom because her mom lives underwater.
Because underwater lives her mom. Interesting.
And so
Who just did it was Emmy, wasn't it? They left the call. I'm gonna hunt them down. Sorry. Was that Ethan?
No.
What do you mean no?
I mean, I'm tired. I simply just said ugh.
I thought that did not sound like you. That did not sound like you. That did not sound. What the heck is going on with my voice?
It's called puberty.
No, I don't do that. I'm not on puberty. That's some strong crap.
Okay, well, anyways,
Actually, maybe I am on puberty. That explains a lot.
but so Iris's life is
Bad?
huh?
Is their life good or bad?
Their life is mid. I'm also gonna just briefly, just give you guys a little bit of what the societal system looks like. So the
Good idea.
societal
Good
system,
idea.
so the societal system has like 5 main levels, and then you've got like cheaters in the levels. The 5 main levels from top to bottom. We got the gods, we got the demigods, we got the humans, we got the demi-humans, and then we have the monsters.
I don't. To Emmy, none of us speak Spanish, and we're too lazy to put it in Google Translate. If you're yelling a slur at us, just tell us the slur, please.
But so one, and so it goes
Yes.
from monster to it goes from monster to it goes from god to monster, and like, so here's a easy way to say it. You can't say no to a god. if you say no to a god, you're dying.
You're dying. That's
Yeah.
much better than what happens if you say no to Zeus. That's much better.
If you say no to a demigod, depends on their ranking. Because like, if you're like a child of a major god, you can't say no to them unless, of course, you actually have a death wish. If if they're like a child of a death god, you can't say no, because that also means you have a death wish, because they could kill you within like 20 seconds or so.
I think if you, but I think honestly, the gods of death would probably be the chillest people in this world.
They would, because unlike everyone else, they're not fighting over one realm. They have multiple realms that they have.
Yeah. Also, the thing is, Death God, they're just doing their job. They don't want to hurt anyone. They're just doing their job.
Yeah.
You don't have to be evil to be a Death God. You're just doing your job. Also, I think personally, I think the good Rim Reaper is a good guy because he just brings you to heaven or heck, depending on whether you're a bad person. So where he brings you is your choice. You just have to get good.
Yeah.
Like morally.
Here's an also like,
I'm gonna stand by that.
yeah. So here's an if you say no to a human, you can like get away with it to a degree, because they can't hurt you. If you say
Guns.
they have guns,
If you say
yes,
no,
but like, if you say no to like, so like, if you're like a monster and you just see this little kid at the playground and he just starts screaming at you and you're like no, they can't do anything about it, because
they don't want to get arrested, do they?
no. But and so if you say no to a demi-human, they're just like, Like how in the pilot's small spoiler alert, Dia says no to Iris and she can't do anything about it because reasons.
Or because she inherited powers from Zeus, and everyone thinks she's cool because of that.
Yeah, I mean, who wouldn't want to follow the girl who has like all the money, all the power,
Yep.
and the
She doesn't. I feel like Zeus is an absent father completely, like he is with all his other children, and has never once directly spoken to Dia, and would not appear behind her to help, but would still pay child support
Whistle play child
if he
support.
legally had to.
He legally has to because Dia's mom is dead.
Yeah.
He
So
legally
he
also
only
has to
pays
kill
child.
her
And
because
no,
Hera-
Leal. Let's be honest. This is Zeus. He's not taking care of any of his children.
I know. So that's why he just gives her a giant house in the sky. Not his house.
Yeah. Or he has a. I'm guessing he just bought a random house in the city with all his money he got from whatever.
Well,
He's a god. He's a popular god. People donate and sacrifice to him all the time.
mhm.
So I'm guessing he just he bought a random semi nice house, threw Dia in there, hired like a maid, and boom, that's Dia's entire life in a nutshell. And she uses her powers to pick on other children and be popular and have a ton of money to be popular, and that's all. That's all. That's the only reason people stand them.
Also, another thing about like Dia, like because you mentioned the whole house thing, I feel like Zeus wouldn't give her like a house on the ground because if you're mean to her and she's a monster, she really has like no backup whatsoever because she doesn't like to hang out with the people with dirt.
Well, I mean, she'd have a house on the ground, but it'd be like a small mansion.
I feel like she'd have like a somewhat of like a small house in the sky that just chills at because
Yeah,
like
just a small mansion. It's just a small mansion.
why? Like I feel like a better idea
Because
would be that
he's not wasting any magic on her that he doesn't have to.
he doesn't have to because it's just like one of his old. It's just a house on like one of his one of these one of the girls and so
You know how expensive it
he
is
gets
to
to go
buy a
out.
freaking cloud?
Yeah. Yeah.
The house is on the ground. Plus, it's better for plot convenience because, like, how if they have to go to Dia's house in any episode, how the hell are they gonna get up there?
Imagine
How the hell does
elevator.
Dia get? Yeah, no, no.
Why?
Nope.
Why? Just why?
Reasonability. We have to be reasonable with the show's plot.
These are gods. These are immortal gods. They can like make whatever they want. So they can like
Yeah. Okay.
so therefore it's reasonable enough for Dia's, because I feel
And
like Dia wouldn't also get off like Zeus's nerves until he gets her what she wants as well. And so since like
if she got on Zeus's nerves, she would be dead.
yeah, but it's also the sheer fact
Like
that
he doesn't care about the law most of the time. He's only paying child support, and he really doesn't have a reason to be paying child support. We're lucky that's happening. He would not be. He would not care enough to make anything for her.
he wouldn't. And that's why it's a good plot point.
Honestly.
Because she would end up begging him, and because I feel like she's also really good friends with Hera for no apparent reason whatsoever. And when I mean no apparent reason whatsoever, I
Oh
mean
my god, that is so.
like I know it's a bad idea because Hera's literally would kill her within an instant because she's just a child.
Isn't Hera like Zeus's wife?
Yeah.
Who he cheats on, also
Yeah.
his sister?
Yeah.
Why'd Greek mythology have to be the one you mainly settled on?
It's not the one I mainly settled on. It's just the one I know about the most because
It's well, I mean, I know, but like we could have chosen any other mythology. We could have even made our own gods instead.
That's fair.
But we just nope. Here's Zeus, the person who, if you really read the mythology, is known for something much worse than simply being the god of thunder.
I'm trying to think of a. Never mind. Yeah. So let.
I do like the design we made for Zeus, though.
Yeah.
I do like the design we made for Zeus.
Thanks. Is that the only good design I've ever made my entire career of doing this?
I made the design for Zeus.
That's a lie. You know it.
I made the first design for Zeus.
Fair. And so, I feel so. Let's go talk about jazz for a bit. Jazz is, and I swear, if you say something about her being a Spider-Man girl again or her forehead, I'm going to.
Big.
I have
Okay.
the dress. Oh, good, good. She's gonna join. She's gonna join.
Who? Who?
You have to know.
I don't.
You're going to have to figure out.
Okay, well, they better. Hopefully, they join so I can figure out. Yippee! Yay! Join. Join. Ah! I just got full clipped.
What happened?
What? I got shot. You know, you're never just walking around looking at your iPad and then someone shoots you in the chest.
Never happened to me. I'm normally on my bed.
Are you spamming MILS?
Yep.
Okay. The person you've been spamming for like the past 18 hours. You can't threaten me with knowing my address because I already know it.
I know where you live. That's a good thing.
Do you even know if they're on or watching the stream?
Yeah.
Like, why? They could be like somewhere else right now.
I know.
Have they like texted you within the past hour?
No. But they are on. I can see that.
Oh. Yeah, that's a fair point.
Yeah,
That is.
Why else would I spam someone? Why else?
What do you mean you spammed me for like half a day before?
I know.
Remember when I was not on, I was at my mother's studio. Because my mother owns a pottery studio.
That's why you can throw clay tablets.
What?
Nothing.
She wouldn't let me. She gave me an option, and I thought that you'd be on after. I was trying to save the most time for the stream, and I misjudged time. In other words, my mom wouldn't let me bring it and keep continuing at home, so. Why do I keep messing up words? Why can't I not... Blah, blah, blah.
And she got off. Never mind, she's back on.
Okay. Should I discuss the hunter a little?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So, the hunter, descendant of... I can't say much about it. I really wish we had more than one singular reference to him in the,
Storyline?
pilot. And that
That's fair.
and it only really to come at the end of the pilot.
Mm-hmm.
Especially considering he's the main antagonist for season 1 of the show.
Yeah, we have one main... So, for our main antagonists, we have one antagonist for season 1. We don't really actually have, like, an antagonist for season 2, really, at the moment. We have, like...
You don't have... Season 2 still doesn't exist yet.
Yeah. Alright, so,
I can't... You're busy, but tell them it's nice to meet you. Bill says it's nice... Okay. It's not nice to meet me. I'm a terrible person. Anyways.
So, the villain for third season, we're not actually gonna talk about right now. You know why?
Because
we're not
that'd
gonna
be
let you guys know who
spoiler.
that. Huh?
The hunter is okay. Anyways, but we'll talk about the hunter.
Yeah.
God, I know everything about the hunter. I say it's time to talk about the hunter. I forget everything about the hunter. Okay. So, well, of course, one, as you can probably tell from his name, he's a monster hunter. And in a world with demi-humans and monster people, you can see how that would not be fortunate, to say. Right?
Right.
Hello?
I am here. Yeah. That's fortunate.
Okay. So, basically, what he does is he comes from a long line of monster hunters, the Van Helsings, who, if you didn't know,
Don't
I
mention
think
the Van
Abraham
Helsing.
Van Helsing was the man who killed Dracula.
I feel like you should not.
And
You should. Wait. You should not mention his last name. Because I've already put the other character, another character out there, last name out there. Another character.
oh my god. Okay, we'll change the other character's last name to an alias then.
No.
Okay. But, so, Abraham, was a good person, but over time, the family's legacy of killing monsters got corrupted into just a bit of ruthless murder, trying to rid them from the world instead of Abraham's noble goal of just killing this monster who actually murdered a ton of people. So instead of being just good guy, it went from good guy kill monster to murder, murder, murder. Is simple, is plot, is beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
And the hunter just he lives away from his parents and he tries to chases down the main cast of the series. I can also tell you who his main targets are, probably.
Mm-hmm.
He also holds, of course, fun fact, Crystal, can you guess a fun fact about him? What do you think his least favorite monsters are?
Vampires. 100%.
That is extremely correct. You can tell why.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think his second least favorite monsters are?
Werewolves or other species that when you get bit by them, you turn into that species. Or
Yeah,
they kill you.
werewolves and other lycanthropy creatures. Because werewolves, werebears, stuff like that. Okay, I love you, Mom. I have a mother. Surprising, right? So far, that is most of what the hunter is. But actually, no, there's a lot. There's some more to him. But I don't want to spoil any lore because it's gonna be a twist in the show. I mean, you can find out probably what all the twists are if you just decipher our posts, except for twists for season 3, which I still don't know why we have season 3 planned, but we do, and I have to accept that before I get thrown out a window. And yeah, I am the voice of the hunter, and I made the character. And yeah, I also made most of the Van Helsing based characters. Not going to specify which ones I made though, because that could spoil things potentially. They do not live with their parents. They do not live on with their parents. I mean, the hunter doesn't really live.
With
The
what
hunter lives
family?
alone. The hunter lives alone with like a babysitter type person that is not a real human nor monster nor living organism to my knowledge. I'm saying this like I don't know what it is because I have not completely decided who the hunter lives with because they pretty much just live alone and don't have a home.
Yeah, see what I just wrote in the Discord chat?
But I have also made other characters, mostly joke characters, but a few other main cast characters. Definitely a few.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
I'm gonna go ahead and talk
I also
about...
made characters like, yeah, I made the joke characters. Like, we have this joke character, Zamber, which is basically this guy who...
I should be drawing right now instead of this random lady. Oh well.
What?
Who I should be drawing right now instead of this random lady.
Zamber is basically this zombie of a worker who he's just kind of tied up out, like one of his arms is tied to like with like a leash to like a fence, and they basically just say hi Zamber and walk past him, and he's just leashed to the place he used to work to because he was zombified there. He doesn't eat anyone because he's physically chained up, and well, he doesn't really have teeth.
Yeah.
Because zombification, you can be zombified if you're bitten by a zombie, but they also need teeth to zombify you and actually bite into your skin. They can also claw at you, but one of Zambert's arms is tied up and the other is reaching out to try to claw at you.
Yeah.
But he's really slow and tired because, well, he used to work a job. And that's enough to be said. Also, he's a zombie, and that's another reason why he's slow and tired. Because he's literally dead.
Yeah.
There are multiple types of zombies. Also, there are virus zombies, which are more sci-fi infection zombies.
Can we sure.
The undead, which is just people who are risen from the dead, which can look anywhere from looking like an actual zombie to looking like a normal human. Depending on how good at necromancy you are. And I think I said there were 3 types, but I cannot remember what the third is. It's like a third that's like, oh wait, I know, it's like the plague, which is like a normal infection that brings the body back to the dead. So it's a combination of the virus version of zombification and the magic version.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and also talk about one of my characters, Myth. Myth is a human. I'm gonna also just give you like a bit of like something about humans to
They're
reminisce
obsessed.
about.
They're obsessed. They love like folk. They love gods that have folklore attached to them.
Yeah.
Gods and creatures with folklore attached to them. They also have an obsession with tarot cards, and when they were 4, probably thought Pokemon cards were actual tarot cards.
Yeah. Also, she had a semi-gambling addiction for no apparent reason. And when I say semi-gambling, she doesn't like gamble like money. She gambles fucking candy.
Yes, she gambled, and she came into my bar one time, and she kept gambling, and she used a fake ID to get in there, and I am pissed. Don't question how this happened. If they were a character in the show, on a show where I do not exist, confuses me, and I'm still pissed. Question it. I will throw some.
So a fun way to also like think about so myth. So a little bit lore about humans and Clave. Clave. I'm gonna just talk about Clave for a bit now. So humans.
Clave. Fun fact, Clave was originally planned to die in the show. And, fun fact, you don't know whether or not he will. Because he might.
I do. I'm just not gonna
well, no, he might.
Yeah.
I'm telling the viewers of the stream, the viewers of the stream don't know whether or not he'll live.
Yeah. But here's a fun fact about humans. Humans are creatures that are so sophisticated sometimes that even they learn how to cast magic spells for no apparent reason whatsoever.
Humans can learn magic.
Yeah.
It's harder for them to learn magic, but also there have been really great human wizards.
Yeah. So think about.
It's harder for humans to learn magic, but they have the most potential to master it.
Yeah. So humans, by when they turn the young age of 8, they can start the young age of 8. They can start taking this thing as a magic test.
I see. It's like an IQ test.
It's like an IQ test, but you actually have to, perform well. Because if you take
well, you also have to perform well in an IQ test.
Yeah. But so you have to perform well on IQ test and you have to perform well on your magic test.
If you fail at a magic test, you could still have like a lot of magic potential. If you fail at a magic test, you're just probably too stupid to learn how to use it.
Yeah, and also another thing I'll mention is that you can't take the magic test before you're 8 because if you take the magic test before, like you actually have enough brain cells to know stuff, which is
you're probably just gonna fail it.
Yeah, or you could also not be like a human. You could be like some other species as well, who's trying to pretend to be human, like changelings and stuff. Changelings.
Okay. Changelings.
Yeah.
Why is that a word you're using? It's basically skinwalkers.
In some of the folklore stories I read, you got these species known as changelings, because they get swapped out by with babies and stuff, like human babies. And so imagine if you just raise a changeling in your home. Yeah.
Every time you say changeling, I don't know why, but for some reason I think of change wing, and then I think of the show or the movie How to Train Your Dragon.
By the way, you guys go watch that. Go watch 3D. I can't watch. I'm not gonna watch the 3D right now. I'm gonna wait till it gets on my home stuff. But go watch the movie.
Yeah, I've watched all of the movies. I mean, not the live action movie though. I don't need to watch that.
Okay. But so one of the so if you take the magic test before
Fun fact:
you're
Did you
like
know that?
8.
Fun fact: Did you know that racism?
Let's not do that right now.
I mean, no, but I mean the segregation of monsters and humans on the show. Because to some degree, while most monsters are accepted, there are some people, the hunter, who just can't accept that some monsters aren't bad people. Now, this would be a less awkward topic if I hadn't immediately yelled racism before going into it. But I did, so we're gonna have to.
But so if you take the magic test before you're 8, that means that you have like a magic ability. And if you score maybe a 1 or a 2 on that test, maybe you could still be accepted as a human, but score above at least 100, because you have to score 500 plus in order to actually be taught in order to be recognized as a magic person in the human society.
Yeah, and I'm guessing it's rare to get over 100 because humans just
Yeah,
a
it's
lot of
really
people just
rare to get
don't
over
learn magic.
100 because technically
I mean,
speaking,
basically in the magic test, an 80 is not really magic. If you get below 80, you're just slightly soulless.
yeah. But another thing to consider.
If you get a zero, then you're not then you're not you're soulless. You just don't have a soul. Because souls are at least slightly magic. And just having a soul puts you on an AG for the magic test. Like a cell of bacteria would have a 0 on the magic test. Even a flower usually gets about a 10 on the magic test when scientists do their tests on it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. But so another so
Myth, though, I'm
thing to
guessing
consider
prodigy with that.
So for different ages, you have to have a higher magic in order to be considered a wizard. So for example, by the time you're at least 14, you have to at least score a 400 in order to be considered magical. But if you're 8 or something and you score 100, and you're good, because now you can actually start taking magic lessons.
Yeah.
So Clay,
I mean, if you're
time
below,
he's 12.
if you are, if you're below that, you can still take magic lessons, but they're going to look down on you, like how all my classmates look down on me, even though being gifted, because I'm actually stupid, and I don't know how the hell I got in gifted classes, to be honest.
Yeah. But
Anyways.
So for example, so Clave on his first time around, he only scored like a 150 when he was 9 or something. He scored a 150.
That's surprisingly high, but I'm guessing it went down because he hates magic.
He doesn't hate magic. He doesn't like other species. He doesn't like other species because
he doesn't. No, he's okay with other species. He doesn't like monsters in particular.
Yeah. So he pushes him down, and with him being able because he's able to cast magic on
And
himself as well.
he,
He
he,
can like cast
he
it.
doesn't
He doesn't need their
complete.
help.
He also he has a grudge against monsters and a slight grudge, or he hates monsters and has a slight grudge against magic. But he's okay with magic. He just doesn't like it because it's associated with monsters at times. That's the only reason he dislikes magic at times.
Yeah, and so that's why and like because he hasn't retired because for his family line, the Blackwoods, yes, that's his last name, Blackwood. Their family line has actually been known to actually be really magical. And when I say really magical, I mean they can cast magic spells like it's no
And
problem.
I'm guessing his one of his parents like it is. I'm guessing the parents from the magical side dislike
No,
the monster.
no,
I mean, like
because um, like I was
I
because
didn't even get to finish. I said my thought wrong, but can you just explain?
sure. Uh, so humans with magical abilities, like maybe his family somewhere, like had like a bit of magic birthing in them, but aside from that, like it's probably like really, really distant, but still close enough for them to actually be able to like be really good at magic instantly. And
They're
so
not going to be good. I don't think any human should be have. They can inherit the magic potential, but not the magic.
yeah,
They have to train their magic, and they can do it from any age. But if you do it from a young age and you do it wrong, you're like just a dark wizard, probably, or a soulless wizard to some degree. You know what I mean by soulless, like mentally soulless.
yeah,
But if you do it right, then you're just going to be a very soulful and magical person.
yeah. Um, magic. Um, so here's So when Clay takes a test again when he's 12, he wa- he looks down on monsters to a degree, but he also feels like we don't need the monsters because if humans can already cast magic, why do you need monsters in the first place?
Yeah.
So that's why
Yeah.
that's why in between the age of 9 and 12 he studied really hard about magic and stuff, and so when he took the test again when he was 12. You can take the test whenever you want. You just can't take it like twice in 1 week or a month at least.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
if you take like the and so he studied so hard that when he retook the test again, he scored higher than most adults at a 530 no 516, sorry, which is better than most adults who have been training to be wizards from like day one.
Okay,
Because
that sounds a little unfair, but I'll listen.
so therefore now he can like show that he has magic and say that we don't need the monsters anymore. Like, ooh, you guys have magic powers. Yeah, well, I have magic powers as well, and yada yada yada. Yeah,
Yeah. He also aspires to be like the hunter in some sense because while he thinks murdering the monsters is an overkill, he also does agree with getting rid of monsters.
yeah,
And that definitely doesn't backfire on him when he tries to learn from the hunter.
yeah. Definitely does not backfire.
Does not backfire.
Yeah. But
But I mean, the hunter doesn't really use magic though. He's a child with a gun.
he's a child with a gun and a katana.
It's not exactly a katana anymore. I'm still considering he has multiple swords. He has a collection.
Yes.
He also has a slight obsession with weapons because they're cool.
Yeah.
Which is something I also have, and you have that too, Leal. You also just love cool stuff, right?
Yeah. But let's also briefly talk about our Kickstarter as well.
Hello?
Huh?
Okay.
Let's also talk about our
That'd
Kickstarter.
be not poor. I still think our goal is too high, and that 200 would be a lot of money for us to raise. Where's that?
Yeah. But I'm also thinking that, like, if it's like, because I want to, because if it's too high, I get it. Like, it seems a bit ambitious. And yes, our parents don't pay us enough for, doing doing stuff. Yeah.
I mean, I have money, but it's in my savings account. And it's in my bank account.
Yeah.
It's saving up for the future.
Yeah. So here's so I'm also gonna I have a backstory on humans, so as you just heard from us, they can actually cast magic. And
Yep.
and yeah. And so they can like just cast magic and stuff. Yeah. Another thing as well to consider about Clave is that although Clave may be like the one guy hating on monsters and somewhat hating on magic as well, he's also the his older brother who's absolutely okay with monsters, just happens to not be able to use magic whatsoever. I'm also thinking that
Yep.
Clave has a somewhat of a grimoire or something like that.
A grimoire, yeah.
Yeah.
I love those things. They're kind of like they're like bestiaries, but instead of talking about spell, actually no, it's just a dictionary for spells. Why am I saying bestiary?
Exactly.
It's like a recipe book, but full of spells.
Yeah. And
Go
so
FC A rank. Sorry. Dang it! Dang it!
what? Are you working on your boards right now?
Oh, my voice, right.
Right.
Wait, my what? My
I need
what?
to do your boards.
Oh! No, I'm playing video games. I'm sorry.
I need you to do boards.
That's it. Very interesting. I will. Yes, I will do that.
Mm-hmm. Have you gotten access to the Canva yet?
Okay, but the thing about the Canva is that I just can't find the link to it.
Oh my gosh. Do I need to repost it again? Mm. But yeah. So in case anyone's wondering who this character over here, I'm John. This is a girl named Collie. She's actually one of the girls in DS Pose. She is in fact the daughter of I don't actually have a name for I don't have who her dad is, but I'll think of a name soon, don't worry. And so something that and so she's part of Dia's Pose, and in case you don't know who Dia is, if we have not talked to her about her yet, to get to know who she is. I'm just gonna just give you a couple of random characters from other indie shows whose personalities I feel like base her. We got
No. Just use something from an example from something everyone will know. But she's the typical popular girl stereotype.
yeah. So like the Mean Girls.
Yeah.
Nailed it. You got the link?
Yeah. Whoa! Okay, A rank. Let's go.
Get on the link!
Okay, I'm clicking the link. I just had to finish that. I'm a reasonable person. Look, I am a reasonable person, okay?
Mm-hmm.
I am so reasonable that give me a second. I'm trying to move. I'm moving my Discord servers into the same place. Trying to overlap these two. But it's so dang hard to put them to group them right now. Why won't it let me group them?
Group what?
Why won't it let me put them in the same folder group so that way I can reach either of them? Oh, I already did that. Oh, I'm so stupid.
Does this one friend have any brain cells? No.
Look, my brain is smooth. Continue as my father. I mean, me. I'm not using my dad's account. Scene 1. All room. Okay. Finally found it.
So as you can see, I've given
Insert
you everything you need.
this name for a copy. Thank you for that.
Hey, it's a placeholder. I like placeholders.
I know I do too. Okay, I'll actually work on the boards when I get a chance. Do not worry.
I will in fact be
Stop worrying.
I will spam you in the morning tomorrow. The moment
No. If you do that, I will not be able to get my boards done.
Fine.
Because I go to sleep at 6 a.m. in the morning and wake up afternoon.
Yeah.
I do not sleep.
Yeah.
Scrimblow. Sorry, I'm tired.
Alright.
Usually we have more guests on the stream than just you and me.
Yeah. Alright, I'm going to go back to
right?
spamming for a bit. Mm-hmm. I'm going to go back to
Okay.
spamming people.
Yeah, go spam some people. We need some people. So far, you spammed the only people who have told us they cannot join.
I did not spam just those people as well. But yeah, so this is Kali. She's a demigod. I tried to not. In case you actually, I want to talk about something really briefly here as well. I know
Okay.
this is not normally part of our streams. I want to talk about something I see a lot in the animation. It's how, like, when you see a black person in the animation, what do you
Oh God,
normally see?
I have to mute up for this.
Huh?
I gotta mute up for this then.
Alright. But, so, when you see black characters in the animation, you normally just see a couple of defining features that define them. Like, I don't know, I'm just gonna maybe just doodle some out for you in case you don't know. Blocky fingers, lips. I'm trying to think of what else. Like that you see, like if anything, like a couple of examples for me are in the Hey cartoon. Well, that really doesn't count, but um, but like Sensei Rose of Korra. I don't know whether or not the three tomes count. Zip them counts. Because after the redesign, I'm not ranting about the redesign. I'm not saying that the redesign's bad. I'm just simply just stating that when it came to the redesign, they gave the Nelly, they gave him blocky fingers and lips. Originally, he did not have that. Instead, it was just he had like the average fingers that everyone else had and stuff. And so they added like these defining features. I mean, I don't like these defining features because I feel like that's just singling us out. Cause like because black people aren't the only people with lips. Everyone has lips. So unless of course you're actually like actively giving characters like lipstick, like how I'm doing like here, you don't need to actually give them lips. You just have to leave them how they be. That's all I'm going to say. All right, Axe, you can come back now.
Okay, I get it. I was in a thing. I just give all my characters like blocky fingers. Anyways.
Like if like that's part of your like overall style, giving the characters blocky fingers, that's great.
Yeah, I just randomly. I always just randomly decide between either blocky fingers or I always just make a random decision besides either blocky fingers or mitten hands.
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and stop the stream right around here now. Oh, you've got to be kidding me! The moment I say I'm about to stop the stream,
What happened?
Emmy's here.
Can y'all no scream, please? Y'all hurt my ears.
We didn't scream.
Y'all are screaming.
This is my normal talking volume.
So you're always that annoying?
Yes.
Makes sense.
Did you hear?
And in my opinion, you are still a 3-year-old.
I see. Well, I guess the stream goes on.
Why? Cause like I have to get off soon. So you're gonna. So I have to get off soon.
I have a YouTube account.
Yes, we do, and I tagged you.
Make sure to put me in the description. Make sure to put me everywhere. Make sure I take over the internet. Psych, I won't do that. I'm dumb. No one wants to watch me.
No one wants to watch you because you have no content.
That's rough. Are you dying?
What?
Are you dying or are you dead? Which one?
Both.
Makes sense. I don't know what to do. I got art block, and I just came back from a physical, so I'm in pain. Why do I got a sticker on my shoes?
I don't do much physical. I just lay down. I mean, sometimes I do physical violence.
We have to do the piss
Oh, that's what
test.
I do.
Who wants to do the
I'm gonna
piss
go
test?
back to drawing rabbits in maid dresses.
Let's go.
Is it all Jacks?
Yeah.
Is it just?
Have you seen the episode yet? Where we got May Jax?
Who, what, when, where, why, huh?
Well, yeah, I watched it immediately. I watched it before I saw you guys drawing that. I knew what it was already.
Good. Now stop playing FNF and get back to work.
What? How did you know what I was playing?
I can hear it.
You can hear it?
Yeah. Emmy, can you hear it?
I'm trying to concentrate drawing rabbits in maid dresses. Lower down the volume.
I'm sorry.
Like you're up here, you gotta take it down here.
You guys can hear me.
Yeah.
Sadly, yes.
So in the background, there's just been me playing FNF on Roblox the whole time.
FNF died years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's still fun to play.
It's horrible to play.
Because you're horrible at playing it.
I played it whenever it came out. I played the whole game.
And I bet you failed at it too.
Bruh, I did not just stay up 8 hours just to beat the game.
Look, I'm playing it on Roblox. I'm not even playing the actual FNF.
Because you're poor.
It's a free game.
You're still poor.
Well, yeah, I am, but that's besides
Don't
the
worry,
point.
I am too.
Alright, so I'm gonna go check
You guys can hear what's playing on my iPad?
Alright, so the moment it gets to 150, I'm gonna go ahead and stop it. So we got about 8 more minutes to go ahead and like spam random stuff. We also need
What?
we have about 8 minutes left because I'm not taking this another longer.
Emmy, before it ends, do you have anything we're going to talk about for the show? Do you have anything you want to talk about? Your job on the show, your experience here.
Yeah, no slurs, though.
What?
I'm looking at you, actually stupid. No saying no saying slurs.
But that's such a hard commitment.
I will call you a slur.
Do it. I dare you.
You're stupid. I can't say slurs because then I will get in trouble and I will die and you will not know where my body is hidden because my mom would have killed me.
I can find anyone's
That is
body.
not an exaggeration either.
I can find anyone's body. I can't save them, but I can find their bodies.
I don't even live in the state that y'all live.
I can smell it.
Yeah, that's because I know where you live.
And you smell like cheese.
Thank you.
But yes,
I don't even
know where
like
you
cheese.
live.
That's a lie. I do love cheese.
I know where you live. I know where you live, so I'm gonna go ahead and find you when I go to that state because my parents are making us go to all 50 states.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
How many states have your parents made you go? Wait, are they actually making you go to all 50?
Yeah.
Which state are you going to next?
I have no idea. I'm gonna beg. I'm just gonna go beg them to.
Well, then I don't know.
Can you guys still hear me playing FNF?
No.
Yes. But then how do I know that you're coming to my state even though you don't even know which state that you're going to? I just had a stroke while trying to form that sentence.
Well, she's going to all 50. She's going to your state eventually.
Which state do I live in then?
I'm not saying
I'm guessing you live in America, and she's going to every state in America, so like...
I'm not saying that on stream because you put it inside one of our texting group chats.
Also,
I have no idea what she just said. I stopped paying
she
attention.
said she's not going to dox you, but I am.
You don't even know where I live, so you can't dox me.
Well,
No.
according to her, you put it in one of the group chats.
I put it in the phone group chat.
I did not.
You did. You
Oh
said
dang! Why have you not given me the link to the phone group chat?
because you don't have a phone number.
Because we don't want you spamming us.
I won't spam you guys. I don't.
I don't
spam.
believe you.
I'm the only one who's been spammed mostly. I mean, sure, you guys have been spammed today, but they all spammed you today. But so far, it's only been like me getting spammed in the spam zone.
But yeah, I did say where I live inside the phone group chat. I'm stupid.
You can't get rid of it either. So you know what?
I mean, I can. I'm okay if I. It's okay if I dox where I live, because I'd also be doxing where Leala lives.
You're using government names.
Yes, It's in her. It's in her YouTube channel's description.
Damn.
So.
Y'all don't know my real name though.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, Leala might, but I don't.
She doesn't.
I don't.
No,
Well, I think she does. I'm thinking of changing my email again. I keep forgetting the password. We can't use government names here.
I wish Crystal knew that.
Bro, it's glitching out again. Gonna go ahead.
Doxed me several times.
And the one that you said,
Of
oh yeah,
what?
you weren't there.
Oh wait,
What was the animatic? Tell me.
Oh wait, I just realized something.
What animatic? Tell me what animatic you
The
made.
bagel one. The bagel
Go
one.
on to Crystal's channel and you'll be able to find it. It's titled Bagel.
Is that where I said bagel as a slur?
Yep.
Yes.
It's also inside the Discord group chat. I think it's in general.
Okay, please send me that animatic.
You can find it by yourself, man.
I'm stupid.
We all know that.
We all know that.
It's even in my username. You need to help me.
No.
But that's mean.
Then cry about it. Are you dead yet?
You wish.
Maybe, I don't know. I'm tired.
Damn
I'm
it.
too tired to die.
I am running off of 5 hours of sleep right now.
And I'm running off of like 32.
We don't ask those questions. And I'm going live this weekend, but I don't wanna because I'm lazy and I have art block.
What's your opinion?
On Oreos, I hate them.
What's your opinion?
You suck, man. You're boring.
Where'd that come from?
Crystal, is it too late to get rid of him?
I'm only keeping him alive for the pilot, and then I'm gonna kill him.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
Well, I mean,
I need you to do your
well,
work.
don't. Is the stream still on?
I think so.
Yeah, it's still on. We got about less than a minute left. So, does anyone?
All right. Well, then let's start signing off. Goodbye, everybody. They're going to kill me once the stream ends. These are my last words. I would like to say thank you to Ethan, to my dog, to my parents.
Your dog's the only person that I like that you just said.
Not to you two, because you're gonna kill me. Actually, thanks a little, Leala. I stole so much money from you, and you made it so easy. Thanks to Toby Fox for making Undertale. That game's pretty fun. Notch for making
I
Mojang.
hope you don't have a cold pillow tonight. I hope you don't have a cold pillow.
Well, that's true, probably. I don't have
Alright,
pillows.
guys, our
I don't
last
have a
one.
bed.
Bye, people. Goodbye. We're off to go murder a friend. Beep.
I sleep on the couch.
It don't matter. Goodbye.